Everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about why you should max out your 401k and IRA and become literally millionaire in 10 years. This is one of the easiest way, and I think everybody do it. So if you are not doing it, you're missing out. So I'm going to kind of walk you through the example and all the scenarios. So let's get started. So why max out your 401k, right? So first thing is you pay taxes, right? You don't pay taxes in the 401k, so you just save in your taxes cause it reduce your money will grow and compound, right? And you build wealth. And at least like if you do the SPY with the 10% annual return, it's going to be huge and you will hit $1 million in no time. So let's get started. So in this example, I'm assuming like you are, let's say, married, filing jointly, you have a one child, right? Can be two child. I think it would even help you if you have that, but just a W2 salary. So let's get started. So let's assume like you make 200,000, right? 200,000, you and your wife, like, which is pretty, 100,000 pretty reasonable for a person. So if you're a couple, you both are working, about 200,000, right? So your taxable income is 200,000 and minus basically 29,000, which is basically standard deductions, kind of with the family, and 107, that's your taxable. So now if you don't contribute anything to the 401k or IRA, that's what you're going to be paying, like 10% up to 23,000, then 94, 12% and 22%. So your total is going to be your federal tax. This is a federal tax, $27,000, right? But you do get child tax credit for 2,000. So basically your net federal tax that would basically separate from the federal tax will be 25,700, right? That's just the federal tax. Then you have, I'm assuming I'm in Georgia, so just assumptions, just put it Georgia, but you can always kind of update with your state. But for Georgia, standard deduction is 12,000, and for personal there is a kind of exemptions. So if you kind of look, that's exemptions, and your 2,000 minus 177,000, you pay a flat tax here, 5.39%. So it comes around 9,500. Social security, you pay on the whole amount, so up to 168, that's the upper limit, so you pay all 10,400. And Medicare, there's no cap, basically 1.45%, so 29,000. And there is additional medical tax above 250, but if you make 200,000, you don't have to pay. In total, that's 13,353. So now let's combine all the tax, right? So your tax, federal tax 25, state 9,000, FICA 13,000. So you pay 48,000 in taxes, right? So almost, even if you make 200,000, 50,000 is gone in tax. So you kind of left with 150,000. 151 to be exact, right? So now let's update like what's gonna happen if you basically contribute to the 401k and IRA. So 401k, there is a limit per person, it's 23,000. I think it also increases every year by about 500, kind of inflation adjusted, but for couple that's 46,000. And IRA, there's per person 7,000, but the limit is, I think, if you make more than 250,000, you cannot contribute. Or you can even do the Roth, I think, like, so you still have to pay taxes, but you need to kind of check that. But this is just a simple example. Your now total pre-tax contribution is 60,000, right? 46 plus 14. So now in your calculation, if you do your adjusted gross income, basically reduced from 200,000 to 401k and IRA 140,000, right? So this is basically a lot less now your federal, basically AGI, you basically deduct your standard. So now you're just paying taxes 110,000 instead of 170 or something before. So your federal taxes, right? So I think it was about 25,000. Now it went down to 14,000 because you just have to pay very less in 22% bracket. So it just reduced huge. And if you look at the child tax credit, you're just paying 12,000 in federal tax, literally from, so you save almost 50% in tax. Sorry. So same thing with the Georgia too, you'd reduce, it's just gonna be 6,000. I think it was 9,000. And FICA will be same, there's no but you're basically, your take home will be a little less because you are contributing to the 401k, but your federal total taxes is lot. Before, I think it was around 50,000, 32, you save 20,000 in taxes itself, right? And the money you put in 401k is your money. It's growing, right? It's not like just gone to the government taxes. So here your total savings, federal 13,000 and Georgia 3,000, you just save 16,400 in taxes. So just by doing that, and guess what, if you just put that money, 60,000, we already put it, and if you let it grow like 10% every year and you keep doing it, right? And also if you look at the contribution, I'm adding like 1,000 every year, it's usually gonna grow probably more. But if you max out, just in 10 years you will make 1.1 million dollar with 10% return, right? So even if you put it down to about 8%, I think you still be 800, 900,000. And if you look at the projected value over time, 15, 20, 25, 30 years, that amount will go up to $12 million. That's the power of compounding. So if you guys are not investing in 401k and IRA, I don't know what to say. Please, you need to evaluate your finances. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more video like that. Thank you.